Hey everybody, it's Phil Bruce here, and in today's video we're going to talk about how you can train around an acute injury. So just to go through what an acute injury is, it's basically an injury that you sustain that, yeah, it's painful, yeah, it hurts, yeah, it kind of can limit what you do and you do need to rest it, but it's also one of those that's not chronic. It's not like a long-term injury. It's not a really bad injury. So again, let's put it, I'm going to use a personal kind of example now to use, which hopefully should be able to help with the context of this video and help you around your training if you get injured as well. So for me, recently, I've pulled my back. It's something that I do quite, I've done quite a few times, again, with the work that I do and the fact that I play football as well as a goalkeeper. It's just one of those natural things with my build and with my weight and everything like that. But yeah, we'll give an example. So I recently pulled my back. I was doing squats at the gym, final set of the whole session. Gone to the lowering phase at the bottom, and I've just felt a little tweak, a little pull in my back. So pretty painful, as you can imagine. So it's been a case of trying to get that right. So what I've been doing, I've been on painkillers. Well, it happened a week ago, last Wednesday. So I've been on painkillers since then. I've been trying to do plenty of stretching. So we've done static stretching when we're resting. All static stretching is, it's stretches that you're keeping still on holding, and it allows the muscle to open up. So I've been doing 15 seconds at a time just to try and maintain flexibility whilst trying to loosen it off and trying to kind of help with the recovery stage, help the muscles lengthen and get the blood flow going. And then I've also been doing 30-second stretches once or twice a week, just to do developmental stretching, so help to lengthen the muscle and try to get a bit more range of motion there as well. So I've been doing that each day. I'll tend to do that once or twice a day. On that one, I've been doing some foam rolling as well. So again, just helping with the kind of myofascial tissues there, just kind of loosening those off, just getting a bit onto my back, upper back, lower back, and a bit on the top of the glutes and a bit at the top of the hamstrings, just to help loosen that. So I've tended to do that most days, that being in the morning before I exercise, or still in the morning if I've just done a gym session. So I've tended to do that. And then it's just being mindful of the area as well. So we've done, as I say, plenty of stretching. We'll probably do we have done some dynamic kind of movements to warm up. So all dynamic is it's just moving exercises. So whether that being dynamic stretches, again for the back, for the obliques, for the legs, whether in chest, whether it's been kind of dynamic warm-up, so you've been using cardiovascular warm-ups. So for example, teaching spin, taking a little bit longer to do the warm-up, as in and to build it up a little bit more gradually myself, whilst pushing the clients obviously to do their workout in their best ability. And the same with aqua, teaching that. So it's kind of like I've just known which moves to be able to put the work in, which moves to be able just to slack off a little bit whilst giving them the best ability and the best possible class. But then we've also done the weight session. So all I've done there, again, it's not been a case of pushing my back so much that it hurts, but it's still moving it, because when you're recovering, when you're resting, when you're getting, trying to get that recovery in, it's a catch-22 really between doing some exercise but not doing too much to hurt it. You need to do that, because if you're just doing nothing at all, yes, the muscle's resting, but over time it's weakening. You're not getting the blood flow there. You're not getting the muscles moving. Again, depending where it is, the injury is, the synovial fluid, you're not getting that kind of lubricated and moving around. So, and that just makes you then feel stiffer and weaker as a consequence with that. Whilst if you're doing too much exercise at the same time, when I say too much, it could be you're pushing too hard, trying to lift too heavy, trying to move too quickly around the injured area or areas. That's when you can tweak it, pull it, and put yourself back to square one. So it's just trying to get that balance. So again, let's use my back as an example. The weight sessions, what I tend to do is chest, like for example, I've talked about this before, I do chest, back, shoulders, arms and then legs. What I've done over the sessions, I've just focused on one muscle group at a time. So we focused on, like, for example, today I've just been in the gym, so I've done biceps. Yesterday I did triceps. On Tuesday, I did some legs. Again, just trying to be careful what movements I did, so it wouldn't affect the back too much. So it might be, well, it was leg curls, leg extensions, some calf exercises with that, without going into the compound movements like your squats and your leg presses, because that would have been putting pressure onto the lower back, especially if my technique isn't quite there, because I'm feeling the injury and compensating. And then on Monday we did shoulders. I say it's Friday that we're filming this on. Then on Saturday, so tomorrow, I'm teaching a strength class. So that'll be a case of doing an all-over weight session, but lighter weights, more controlled. That's for the clients and the members as well. So again, when I'm teaching that, it'll be a case I won't do much with the deadlift because I tend to put that in, but I'll do a very lightweight, or I won't do it at all, or don't do the full range of motion. And again, for the legs, when I get them to do squats, I'll probably do body weight, or again, I'll reduce my range of motion with that when I'm teaching. And then Sunday, because the odds are I might be playing football Sunday, but it'll probably get called off with the weather. So I'll do a chest session on Sunday. And again, it's probably limiting my movements with that, so I won't do a lot with it. Probably won't do a bench press, but I'll do a chest press. So it just means that I won't put one where I'm going to arch me back quite as much as I would do. So I'll probably do like a fly, a chest press, those kind of moves, really, where it's a bit more controlled within it. Again, like I talked about, I'll be doing plenty of stretching. I'll probably do I have been tending to do stretches after the workout and before the workout, or after teaching and before teaching. I've done my foam roll pretty much every morning, apart from one, I think it was Monday, I did an afternoon, but most of them I've done in the morning, just to help loosen my back with that one and help with the hamstrings. And again, it's then been using the painkillers just to try, and the paracetamols basically, as much as anything, try to reduce that pain threshold for me, whilst also, you know, just getting plenty of heat on the back. So I've been using some of those deep heat patches, plenty of hot baths as well, just to try and keep the back nice and warm, and getting as much clothing on as I can in between the pictures and stuff that I put on for my work. So, and then it's sleeping as well. I've been trying to get as much sleep and as much rest as I can. Again, it's looking at the routines that you're doing before bed, and it's just trying to get as much sleep as possible to help that recovery process, help the body build back up. And in the case of myself, it's feeling a lot better than it was. You know, it's still not quite 100%, but I imagine for next week, we've got a game next Saturday in the Cup at Hensford. So I imagine for that one, it should be absolutely fine for that if I just keep my procedure, keep that going, and keep building up. And then when I'm fully recovered, shall we say, again, I'll probably look, when it comes to the weights, just to lower the weight ever so slightly on the first one back when I'm doing the chest, back and shoulders, and then I'll gradually build it into me full kind of training and spectrum on there. So that's an example, as I say, with myself. If anyone watching this has got those kind of acute injuries, soft little injuries, it could be a case of, if the area is too affected to train, just train it around it without putting too much pressure, too much strain, too much work on that particular area, whilst also just trying to get the body moving. Walking's a great example of something that you can do as well. Again, yeah, if you've got a dead leg, something that I've had before many a time playing football, again, that's plenty of stretching. That could be cold, hot contrast, just to get the capillaries and the blood flow and all that going. So that'd be something like ice and heat. Elevating the leg, so it's just putting it, so again, it's just giving the most chance to recover and rest. But it's also just trying to do little walks, trying to do little movements, gradually build the range of motion back. So remember, with my dead leg, it was a case of doing bodyweight squats, even if it was half range, 3/4 range, then building to full range. We did some holding squats as well, just to keep the muscles isometrically contracted, so basically muscle holding like that. Again, there's plenty of ways, and the worst thing you can actually do is literally no training at all. If you do no training at all, yes, I get it on the recovery side, but it's just going to make the muscle weak. It's going to make you feel more tired, and it's then going to take you longer to get back into your full routine, your full pattern. Obviously, if it's more of a chronic injury, so a bigger injury like you've broken a bone or you've had an operation or something, that's a bit of a different story, and we'll do another video on that to talk through the longer term injury. But again, for shorter term injuries, it's just trying to look at ways to train around it which are possible. And I just thought you'd find that useful, just talking about it and giving an example. So yeah, as I say, hope you found that useful. Just something else for you to think about, something to think as well, that if I am injured or if I'm struggling at something, you don't have to give up the training altogether. There are ways around it, because you will get injured at some point. So it's just thinking of ways around it, and you can do it, and it'll just allow you to get back to normal quicker. It'll allow you to fully recover quicker, get back to your training, and it'll actually help you to improve your results longer term. So yeah, that's my video for today. Hope you found that useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a good one, and bye for now.